Okay, so instead, when you look at your fabric that you're drawing, look for shapes and proportion, the same way that we do when you draw a bunch of bottles together on a table. Compare the things you see. You find some particular shape of fabric. Compare how big it is to another shape next to it. And remember, just like you have been practicing all semester, that's how we begin. So you have to keep looking really hard. It's always the same thing, is just keep looking. Stop your hand. Be objective. I'm drawing sort of a contour line drawing, a process line drawing of general shapes just to block them in there. This isn't perfect. This is quick, as you can see. I'm stopping my hand, comparing the size of the things, the shapes I'm drawing, to the size of the other shapes on my page, and making sure they compare well to the reality. Because, friends, the closer you can stay to reality, better off you're going to be. That's the only place there's any good information. Well, look, you can just smudge it out when you make a mistake. No biggie. Okay, I'm looking, and now I'm thinking about my composition too. So I didn't have you do thumbnails, but think about your composition. Even when you begin, don't start in the very center of the page if you can avoid it for this class, just while we practice different stuff. Believe it or not, in my own work, lots of times I start in the middle of the page. I like the middle. Okay, so it's not a fast thing. Okay, now I'm going to begin squinting, and I'm finding the light areas, and I'm thinking of them like shapes, whole areas, and I'm erasing those shapes. As you can see, this is the equivalent of light. Hope that audio works okay on my little video thing. So these are kind of like hatch marks to begin with. I'm using the old Staedtler eraser. You can always, and I probably will switch to, for a softer effect, use your kneaded eraser. When you tone your paper, tone it with any charcoal is fine. Mine charcoal is sort of the standard, but I don't think you guys had that in your packet. I'm going to switch to my kneaded eraser. Softer a little. Okay, I'm going to turn this off. You can see, well, maybe I'll do a little more now that I look at it. All we're really trying to get here, team, is what we're always doing is we're squinting, looking for dark against light. So the tendency for students is to draw a big contour line drawing. Like, we can't stop. I think it makes us feel safe, like drawing out the outside edge of things so we know where they stop and where they start. But what makes things look real, what our brain really reads as real, is always light against dark. That's how we see the edges. It's a light shape against a dark shape. So keep squinting. Okay, so you're like, that's it? That doesn't look that great. Give me a minute. No, maybe you weren't thinking that. Maybe you were thinking it does look great. Oh, gosh. Okay, I'm going to stop it for a minute and build a little bit more.